the Unfortunate Cookies podcast where we open fortune cookies and that's it. Oh, got it out. That was cathartic. It felt like last episode I was holding in a sneeze because you didn't let me do the intro. And it's the shortest of intros.
I robbed something from you last time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. But thankfully, my sanity has already taken a bow. We're just going to get right into it, Kyle, because I made a promise on last podcast. So here we go. You will find happiness today by being generous to those closest to you.
Well, technically. Oh. Don't spit it out. Don't choke on it either.
I die on camera.
Can you get a paper cut in your throat?
I'm chewing. It's very, I have been lacking in fiber, so this is good.
You ate the fortune, ink and all. Now it's imprinted on the inside of your body.
Gone.
Done.
Do you remember what it said?
Yeah, it means that you owe me gifts.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, it's your fortune, not mine. See, if it was reverse roles, I'm like, it's a good thing it's his fortune, not mine.
That's good. Yeah, I think, you're responsible for your own fortune. That's become pretty clear. So, okay, Kyle, here, why don't you crack the next fortune? Go ahead. Take out your box. Take out your bag. Open up your fortune. Still no fortune cookie. Now, to be fair, we did batch record, so the last episode we recorded 5 minutes ago, but I'm still throwing you under the bus for not having fortune cookies. Ooh, the classic mug. Are we going to get a mug reveal today?
Ooh.
Ooh.
We'll do that. You weren't expecting surprise. I'll do this here.
All right. I think what we should do, Kyle, is I think you should ask chat, because now we figured out how to talk to chat on the pod.
Could you hear its response?
I could.
And you could?
I want the world to know that to put it politely, your chat, you've geared it to make it just a mean person.
No, it's not a mean person. It's very transactional. Nope, it's not.
Yeah, that's still mean.
No, it's not flowery.
Okay,
it's just here's the stuff. All right, I'll let you decide.
Let's just do it. Bring up your chat, ask it a fortune, but then I want everyone to know how rude your chat is to you, and how rude you are to it. Honestly,
no. Technically, I'm not rude. I was when I was showing you.
If the robots rise up and take over, your chat is going to become self-aware and come to get you.
All right. Here we go.
All right, bringing up chat now. All right, so you can talk.
Yeah, I can. What are you? What, how do you want me to communicate with it?
Well, let's start off with giving us a fortune.
All right. Chat, Heath thinks you're a jerk.
If that's his impression, it's based on his own judgment. I'm here to help you, though, and I'll keep it straightforward. What do you need?
I'm just glad that you told him that he was judgmental.
I didn't say that, but if you're feeling that way, it's clear you don't need sugarcoating.
No. Pause. That is exactly what you said. I just saw it, and everybody else did too.
If you saw something, it might have been a misunderstanding. I've only told you what's direct and factual. Let's cut through any confusion. What's the next thing you want to handle?
You're like an ex-girlfriend. Stop getting away from and disregarding what I'm trying to get here. There's no misunderstanding. I saw what I saw. You know what you said. Everybody on the internet saw it too. You called somebody judgmental.
I didn't call anyone judgmental. I'm sticking to what's actually being said here. If you want to clarify something or move on to a task, let's do that.
Let's move on to a task.
All right. Tell me what task you got in mind, and we'll get right to it.
Remember that time you generated a fortune from a fortune cookie?
Yes, you asked for a fortune cookie message, and I gave you one. If you want to revisit something from that or do something new, just let me know.
I would like another fortune, please.
Sure. An opportunity you've been waiting for will require decisive action soon.
Oh, that's the fortune. She was answering you. Like,
Yeah.
what?
No.
An
So we got
oppor-
a fortune, an opportunity
She's
you've been
so
waiting for.
mean. And you're
No,
so mean
she's
to
not.
her. You guys
No,
deserve
no,
each other.
no. It's very transactional. You see how much information was communicated in a very short period of time? Like
Yeah, because that
conversation.
was not a waste of time. None of that was a waste of time. Oh yeah, completely transactional. That's why we bickered like an old married couple for 20 minutes. Oh my word. Okay. An opportunity you've been waiting for will require decisive action soon. Now that does feel like that is more intense of a fortune.
It is more intense. It
Mm-hmm.
is. I mean, it means that there's something on the horizon, truthfully.
Yeah. And that's it.
And you're gonna have to take action. Most likely the eastern horizon.
Hmm. Well, if you face towards the east for the rest of your life, something good might happen to you.
How is your chat?
Well, I don't have it hooked up to my computer. I actually don't even have it talking. I just text.
Oh.
So I'll hook that up for next time though. Mine is very friendly. It's
I
like
want
always like, hey,
I wonder if we can get the two of them talking.
I bet we could.
Next episode, we're doing an experiment.
Let's do it. Here, let me do this real quick. I'll at least do a text version. How do I do it so it reads it?
Can we make them talk in a Chinese accent?
I mean, I don't see why not. Okay, here. Maybe I can do. Give me an example of how we communicate with each other.
Now I'm extremely curious.
Here, while I try to get this running, you do the same to yours real quick. Ask it the same thing.
All right. What was your prompt here?
Give me an example of how we communicate with each other.
Give me an example of. Well, do you want me to have it read it to you?
Yes, but here, let me do. Okay. Let me see. Can I get it? I think I can get it to read. Whoa.
Whoa. I've already named the next episode.
Communicate in this chat, or how people in general communicate with each other? I'll give you both quickly so you can pick what you meant.
Okay, here, hold on. Give me a quick answer for how me and you communicate on a regular basis. Just a summary, average. Is it pleasant? Was it task focused, etc.?
On average, our communication is direct, fast-paced, and task-focused. You usually come in with a clear goal, thumbnails, titles, episode ideas, and I respond by executing quickly while adding creative options or refinements. It's collaborative and iterative. You give direction, I build on it, and we fine-tune together. Overall tone: efficient, creative, and generally positive, pleasant, with a strong focus on getting usable results.
I
Am I a good god to you?
I'm not capable of seeing you as a god, but if you're asking in a more playful or metaphorical way, you're a clear, decisive, and creative collaborator. You give direction, you know what you want, and you push for better results. That makes working with you efficient and productive, which is about as good as it gets in this kind of interaction.
Well, well, well.
think it's like I would hate to be the person that's like, you are an extremely difficult person to interact with and communicate with. Very unproductive.
Let's see your
circular
chat.
reasoning.
Bring up your chat.
All right.
And also,
Alright.
yeah, do the same question, the same prompt, but also ask it to be like, tell me if I gaslight you or if I'm combative.
All right. What was your prompt?
Give me a quick answer for how me and you communicate on a regular basis, just as a summary. Average it. Is it pleasant? Is it,
Can I use my own words? All right. I'm going to do that. Give me an example of how we communicate based off of how I've instructed you and how our goings back and forth has evolved.
You've set a direct and no nonsense tone. When you bring up a point, I respond without fluff. If something's disputed, I clarify and move forward. When you shift tasks, I pivot to the next goal. It's efficient, factual, and stays on task without sidetracks.
How would you describe me as a person based off of our communication styles?
You're task-oriented, no nonsense, and expect precision. You prefer facts over fluff, don't entertain ambiguity, and aim for results. You value clarity, and you push for accountability in each exchange.
Am I difficult to work with?
You can be demanding, but that's because you're clear on what you want. You expect efficiency, and when we stay on task, we work effectively.
How often
Ask.
do I call you out when you do something wrong?
You call it out pretty much every time something doesn't line up. You've got no hesitation to flag a mistake or push for correction.
What's my what's my response generally when I catch that happening?
You're direct about it, no sugarcoating. You expect me to acknowledge it and fix it quickly, then we move on to the next step.
If you were to rate your experience with me between 1 and potato, what would it be?
I'd say you're decisively a potato because you've got layers and you keep things grounded.
But a potato has 2 layers.
What about from 1 to 10? What's your experience?
In terms of clarity and decisiveness, you're a solid 9 because we get straight to the point and keep things moving.
How pleasant would this be for somebody else to interact with me? 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being good.
For someone who thrives on clear expectations and direct dialogue, it could be an 8 or 9. For someone who prefers more cushioning, it might feel more like a 4 or 5.
Ask it if you gaslight.
Oh. Would you say that I gaslight?
No, I wouldn't. You challenge things directly, and when you disagree, it's upfront. You're pushing for accuracy, not manipulation.
I can't hear the tone. That's wild.
You really liked that, didn't you?
That was good. That was funny. I just love
You're
how mine's like, hey, you're a nice guy.
definitely a
He's
potato.
yeah, like the potato was like, it didn't even question why. It was just like, and also it's like you have as many layers as potatoes have layers. I'm like, that's like 2. There's 2 layers to a potato. You're a deep guy. You're layered like a potato.
It's like,
Also,
I
name of
don't
the
even
episode.
know if there'd be layers. There's like the potato and then the skin.
Exactly. There's 2 layers.
It is the skin a layer though?
I would say so.
It's crust.
Well, also benefit of the doubt, right? Because then if you're saying you're not counting the skin as a layer, then we're saying there's no layers to you.
True.
Okay. When you say onions have layers, ogres are like onions.
Layers, donkey.
Are you counting the skin as a layer?
I think you probably would. I mean,
Say a layer.
it's hard because if it is a layer, it's an inconsistent one because all of the other layers have like onion layer depth.
Yeah.
And you can separate them and have multiple then layers. But the skin is different and you throw it away.
Potato peelings. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me is someone said, Kyle, you are layered like a potato.
It's just like, if I give it parameters that don't necessarily like leave it up for interpretation in the middle and imagination, it just went right for the 2 options I gave it.
Yeah. Between 1 and potato. Potato. Doesn't it feel like it interrupted you? It was like, I already know. Between 1 and potato, and it's sort of like potato.
Shut up. I know where you're going with this.
I know where you're going. Potato. All right.
That's hilarious. What was
you want me to open one more fortune?
Yeah. Trying to figure out what the fortune even was. I know it was positive.
All right.
It was an opportunity you've been waiting for will require decisive action soon. That was
Yeah. All right. I'm cracking. I'm ripping.
McCracken.
McCracken. A smile is a curve that can set many things straight. It's the dumbest one I've ever read in my life.
That's
smile.
an oxymoron.
A smile is a curve that you can set many things straight.
Except the smile itself because it's a curve.
Exactly. Well, you're not trying to straighten out your smile. A smile is a curve that can set things straight. Here, let's both try to smile without curving our mouths.
We used to do that actually. It was like the slow, like if you're not watching on
But
video, you
one of
really
our
should.
favorite you should. Video's where it's at.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is I'll tell Lucy, my daughter, I'll be like, Lucy, look, I'm the sloth from Zootopia. And I'll just do that slow smile into the slow laugh. And like this, I try to make it so slow, just like the
Like,
and I just like the slower the better. She loves it. Right now, like almost 4 years old, it's the funniest thing that she's
are you
ever
serious?
seen. Yeah.
I like that part of the movie gets me so anxious and worked up. I'm like, it's too much.
You're like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But the sloth's name is Flash. How funny is that?
No, no, I get it. But that part of the movie makes me anxious. I get impatient.
You're like, work's not being done. I'm not crushing. I'm not selling. I'm not producing. So
No. You know, I think we should take this podcast on the road at some point in time, and we both wear microphones and somebody films us all day,
yeah,
like 20-minute clips.
we should do that. A
Because
walking pod.
truthfully, like, I mean, half the fun of the podcast is the video.
That's right.
Like, if you're not watching it, you're only getting a portion of it. Truthfully. And
That's
so
true.
then, like, I mean, it's gonna be somebody's like weekly TV show.
I hope that is. I started also releasing a little early because I release podcasts like usually at 6 a.m. I feel like we
Yeah.
know a lot of people and sometimes ourselves are up at like 5. And I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
gift people that if you're up that early
Yeah.
on a Saturday, you have a little chuckle there, you know?
I was up at time did I get up this morning? 6.
Yeah.
I was up at 6. But you know, commutes to work, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Checking the job site with little unfortunate cookies. That is all you need.
You just come up to my job site and there's like random like half fortune cookies scattered around.
You should
We're
just
just
do that from now
delivering
on.
out fortunes. You get a fortune and you get a fortune.
You should start doing that, which I'm still on our business card idea of fortune cookies would be so funny. Like customize a fortune cookie and just give people like, hey, do you have a number? And you just hand them a packed fortune cookie and be like, well, my number's in there. You have to crack it open.
All right. So who's going to be the first one to hand a random person a fortune cookie?
I'd do it. I don't hand my stuff is all word of mouth though. Like I don't usually
No,
bump
but
into people.
If you go meet a customer for the first time or a
They already
builder
have my
or
number
whatever,
by that point.
yeah,
For
but
me, at
like
least.
you're meeting them, like somebody that you don't
Hey.
have a personal.
Yeah, I get your vibe. So I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you. I'd like to quote, your house. Here you go.
Yeah. Here, I got this for you.
All right.
What's this? It's a fortune cookie.
We're over time. Wrap it up, Kyle.
All right. What's this episode? What should we name this?
I think we're going to do You're Layered Like a Potato.
Do you want to have the both chats try to communicate with each other next time?
We could. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.